Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Texas Longhorns and the USC Trojans. A big storyline coming into this game. One of these teams missing its starting quarterback. For more on that, we check in with Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, they are concerned. Their quarterback is out, and he is so talented. But they have all the faith in the world in the backup. He has been here. He did not transfer out when he could have, and they are going to reward his patience and his belief in them by having belief in him. He knows the system, he knows the scheme, and he should get off to a good start here today. Back to you.
The Trojans kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Still running at the 40. Racing to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it out. It's Pratt. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Pratt. And he forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So
intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Off play action. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those 1st down markers and get that 1st down.
Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal.
It's complete! Can wide cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often. Especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Fighting off the defender. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies playing wide receiver in this conference, and this team thinks this guy's got an opportunity to be there in New York at the end of the year.
The run from the shotgun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Wolf. He'll get rid of it. Got his man to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. He's racked up 92 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Snags it, and there's running room. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Still on his feet. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going long. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. He'll try it again. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Pressure coming. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Texas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The give from the gun. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might as well stick with him. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe some room here. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is work.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The run inside. It's Chester. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Gets the back moving. He'll throw on third down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Trojans!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The option look. Now the toss. Got enough for the first. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man. Inside the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Figueroa. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hurricanes, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. The inside handoff finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to the run. Runs through the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. The 50. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Send the tight end in motion. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Still deep in their own territory. 2nd and 6 from the 15. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Reynolds. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Running inside, it's Chester.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where
ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. So few fumbles are unpreventable. That one seemed to be, and man, oh man, what a devastating blow to this offense.
You got to know when the play's over. You just got to go down. It's an example of a guy just trying to do too much at this situation of the game in the second half. Just go down, take the points, take the lead, and keep playing.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. Watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the counter. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Handoff from the gun, finding open areas. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Reynolds.
You know, when you're throwing those out routes, it's tough. You got to drop that thing in the bucket. You don't have a lot of space near that sideline. You got to be really accurate. Great job by the quarterback leading him towards the sideline, hitting him for a good gain.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Unloads quickly. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Third and 6 yards to go. calls his own number. They don't get nearly enough on third down, fourth down coming from the 48.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Going for the big play. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Give to the back. Maybe a crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, USC!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
He's going to get loose. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They've been feeling it, back-to-back touchdowns on the last two possessions to grab the lead, and now they'll try to makes the grab and room to run. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to...
He's got it down the field. Runs through a man, and he might have space. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. They'll run the counter. There's a crease, and he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. The pitch.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on fourth down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, he's just going to come up and try and draw him off sides and get a cheap one, get a cheap first down. But no, this coaching staff, they decide to go out and not just go for it, throw for the first down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
They go to the counter. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Keeps it on the draw. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Right on the money. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's
a shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Chester. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Greetings and welcome to a very special moment on the annual sports calendar. The Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. Inside the Tiburon Theater, I'm Chris Fowler. So proud to bring you Heisman Trophy.